So this video is going to be a talk through of my natural everyday type look. I already started with eyebrows, so I'll be going straight in on eyes. Right now, I'm just priming my eyes with an LA Girl concealer in the shade Fawn and just blending it out with a damp beauty blender because that's what works best for me. Both eyes. Normally I use primer for a white primer for a more dramatic look, but this is just a everyday natural type look that you can wear pretty much anywhere. Just blending it out. Now I'll be going in and blending in my foundation. I use the Fit Me foundation in the shade 300, the matte poreless, for full coverage. Just going in with that. Now, then I went in again with my LA Girl concealer and highlighted my, highlight areas. And I'll just be blending that out with just a regular fluffy flat brush. I don't really know any of the names of any of the brushes I have. It was just a brush set that I got from Amazon. Just blending it out. And I don't always use a beauty blender to blend. I use the rounded foundation brushes as well, but right now this will do. Just blending in all my areas. And I also spray setting spray on my blender to dampen it, to blend in my makeup, because I feel like that blends it in best. Just blending everything in. Now I'll be going in with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This powder works so good for me, and I feel like it works best for any skin tone with women of color. And I love applying my powder. I don't really bake very long because I'm impatient and I feel like I get the same look whether I bake or not, but I'm gonna bake a little while. And I also blended the Buttercup setting powder in on my eyelids to set the concealer that I used. Yeah, so now I will be going in with this is my Ace Vivi palette, just a random palette that I have. And I'll be going in with a darker shade, a brown, just because it's easier to blend out in the colors I use. And I'm going for a natural look anyway, so I'm going to use a dark brown in my creases. And I don't bring my makeup up very far up, but it's not going to be a cut crease or anything like that. It's a natural look, but just going in on my creases with my brown color on both thighs. Next, I'll be using another brown on just the outside and then blended it out a little bit more. Then I'll be going in with my Juvia's palette in the shade Ada. It has a red undertone to it, but I love this shade. It kind of pulls my whole look together. And I'll just be using that on my inner eyelid and blending it out with and I also use tap strokes or whatever you call that. I tap my makeup brush, I don't stride it across. Next I'll be going in with the shade Zulu, which is another brown shade. This one is just more brown and orangey rather than reddish brownish. And just going over my whole eyelid with that because it's like my shade that kind of blends everything in all together. And I'll be going in with my gold shade for the middle of my eyelid, Dahlia from my Juvia's palette. You have to really excuse my palette because I use it a lot, so. But yeah. And that's going to go in directly in the middle of my eyelid to brighten it up. And then I'll just be using my brown shade again all over my entire eyelid just to blend everything together. I do this with any look. I pick one specific eyeshadow color and blend it over my whole entire eyelid to bring all the colors I use together. Nothing too dramatic. Now I'll be dusting off the buttercup powder and blending everything in with my setting powder because I feel like I look too chalky if I don't use my setting powder to blend in all of everything I use. And the setting powder I use, it's just one of those, it's a drugstore setting powder. And I just blend everything in with it, and it pulls my whole entire face look together without me looking so chalky. Next, I'll be taking the shade Ada that I used, the reddish brownish shade that I used on my upper eyelid, and putting it at the bottom of my eyelid. And now I'm just lining my lips. And lip gloss, because I don't think I ever go wrong using lip gloss. That's pretty much it. Then I used my mascara because I didn't want to do lashes because it's not a dramatic look, it's just an everyday look, and I don't feel like putting on lashes every day. So I just used a little basic waterproof mascara, another drugstore item that I got. I think it's by Santee. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, I just apply eyeliner to my bottom lid because I feel like it brings out my top lid and gives me more of a thicker lash line look. Just apply eyeliner to the bottom lid, nothing over the top. And I just apply a little bit on both of my bottom lids, nothing dramatic, and just a little bit at the top. Not a lot. I was talking during this whole video, I was ranting about school, but this is about it. Just a little bit of eyeliner at the top. And I use gel eyeliner. I don't use the pencil for my eyes because gel works best. And I'm just using this peachy shade on the inside of my lips. It was a random shade I got from Ulta. That's about it. And I always use gold on the inner corners of my eyes. So I just use that same gold that I used in the middle of my eyelid for my inner corners. Exact same shade from my Juvia's Place palette. But this is about it for this whole look, and I set my whole face with my setting spray from e.l.f. And that'll be all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned to the next video. Bye.